For the Navajo tribe, witchcraft is nothing but an extension of spirituality, a way of life. Medicine men make use of supernatural gifts to give aid to those fallen ill. But some of those men have used this gift to perform twisted acts, seeking to harm others, using human corpses as tools. Bones of the dead are used to fulfill horrific curses. These men even hold the ability to disguise themselves as animals. So, how did this Native American legend become one of the most widely recognized paranormal entities in recent years? And is there any merit to these stories? This is the history of the Skinwalker. While there isn't a definitive time period that these stories originated from, in 1996, the media caught wind through one specific case. Sherman Ranch, later dubbed Skinwalker Ranch, 512 acres southeast of Ballard, Utah. As the story goes, the Navajo once lived far across this land. When they were forced to leave, they left the Skinwalkers behind as a curse upon the land. 50 years of strange events have been thoroughly documented on this single property, accumulating close to 100 incidents that have been investigated. Unidentified flying objects, ongoing disappearances, invisible objects which emit dangerous magnetic fields, cattle mutilation, and large animals unfazed by bullets with deathly red eyes. A true hotspot for the paranormal. The media was all too quick to label some of these stories as evidence of the Skinwalkers' existence. With such massive media coverage, society flocked to the idea of a shape-shifting witch. Books, movies, television. The term Skinwalker became a household name to anyone inside the paranormal circuit. It also became synonymous with the Wendigo, a human-like creature with the ability to possess its victims and force them into cannibalization. It was official. The community adopted the Skinwalker into the realm of cryptids, and it was up there with the big shots. So what exactly is a cryptid? Contrary to popular beliefs, cryptids aren't stuck inside the box of the paranormal. A cryptid is simply an animal rumored to exist without proper proof. Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, the Chupacabra. But most cryptids seem to lack in the paranormal aspect, until the Skinwalker. It's said that though they have the ability to shapeshift, they most commonly take the form of a coyote, or other animals that represent death or other bad omens. It's often said that they can possess other animals and even humans. As the media coverage widened and word got out about this violent creature, the stories piled in thousands. 2016, user Neptune420 posted about his encounter. This post is a little lengthy, so I would like to invite you to sit back, grab a snack, and let's get into it. Hey guys, I was told I should cross-post this story regarding Skinwalkers here from r/thetruthis here. I hope you like it. My father owns a small delivery service that operates out of Farmington, New Mexico. We mostly deliver small packages out to the middle of nowhere that are too much of a hassle for the larger delivery companies to bother with. My dad is the only employee, and we have a few pickup trucks and a trailer. One day we got a delivery out to Window Rock, Arizona, on the Navajo reservation, about 2 hours from Farmington. My dad gets a call for the job while he's chilling with his Navajo friend, Travis, and his girlfriend. Travis mentions how he's got family in Window Rock that he hasn't seen in ages and suggests they go with him. I was about 6 or 7 at the time, and it was the summertime, so Dad decides we'll go down together. He can do his delivery really quick, then while Travis sees his family we can go check out the Window Rock. Big rock face with a large hole in it that goes to the other side. Pretty cool. We had to convoy in separate trucks since my dad's was loaded down with freight. We decided to bring along some walkie-talkies so we could communicate with one another. We spend our time in Window Rock. Everything is generally uneventful, and we start heading home along the old highway with my dad and I in front. and Travis and his girlfriend in their truck behind us. I honestly don't remember most of the Window Rock trip, but this next part I can never forget. We're somewhere on the highway between Window Rock and Gallup, New Mexico. It had just rained earlier in the day, and the road was kind of slick, so we were taking it pretty slow. On the left of the highway, there's nothing but sandstone cliffs, and on the right is a huge field separated from the road by a small barbed wire fence. We crest the top of this hill, and down at the bottom of the hill we see what appears to be a very large dog, sitting back on its haunches in the middle of the road facing the cliffs. My dad calls over the radio. "Hey Trav, do you see that big dog?" Travis starts yelling back over the radio. "That's not a dog. Speed up right now and hit it." He sounds almost hysterical. He just keeps screaming, "Hit it, JJ, you have to hit it. Please, please, hit that thing right now." So my dad starts to speed up, and as we get a little bit closer, I can begin to see it a little more clearly. It's covered in this brown, wiry, matted hair that appears to have dried blood all over it. It's still facing the cliffs, but the moment our headlights hit it, it turns and looks at us, and it has a face. I don't know how else to describe it, other than a mix between a bear's and a human's face. It looks twisted and distorted and almost in pain. As we get closer to this thing, we start to realize it's actually huge. Though it was still sitting on its haunches, it is about shoulder height with the hood of the truck. We get literally inches from hitting it when it lets out this scream that sounds like someone screaming as their lungs were filling with water, and it leaps backwards towards the field, landing just on the other side of the barbed wire fence. Then with another leap, it was gone from sight. Travis comes over the radio again. "Keep driving. We have to go faster." He kept repeating that last part. We have to get out of here, and we have to go faster. Pretty soon, we are speeding like crazy, and just as we start to come near the outskirts of Gallup, we get pulled over. Travis pulls his truck over with us. Naturally, this makes the cop, a Navajo man himself, very on edge, and immediately asks why Travis felt the need to pull over as well. Travis says, "We just saw a skinwalker a few miles back, and it's been following us." The officer immediately turns white, stammers something about a verbal warning, gets in his car and takes off. We do the same. We didn't see anything else that night, but when we got home, Travis refused to let us leave without taking some kind of Navajo totem thing that was supposed to keep it away. So yeah, I guess that's my Skinwalker story. Sorry for the length, but thank you for reading. If any of you guys have had any experiences, I'd love to hear them. This story, in my opinion, is one of the more believable stories regarding skinwalkers. Real or not, these cryptids have played a huge role in recent films and pop culture. The reason I'm even making this video is because the skinwalker made its rounds through the TikTok trend list. So, while the existence of the skinwalker seems to lie more in fiction, it still has had a massive influence in this community and many more. Thank you for watching.
Glock 40 bullets, pray your buddy. Feeling lately, spiders on me crawling. I got ops watching, but they never got me. Got a demon with me, I just need a phone.